When I first set up our company in Dubai, I thought I had it all figured out. 0% tax, minimal paperwork, smooth sailing, right?
Wrong. We made a lot of mistakes. Mistakes that cost us money, time, and a ton of stress. So in this video, we're going to share those mistakes with you and the lessons we learned when we set up our company here so that you don't make the same mistakes as us when opening your company in Dubai. Let's get started.
The first mistake I made was choosing the wrong free zone. I had chosen one that was sexy at the time, that was cheaper on paper. Turns out the free zone I chose didn't actually allow me to add the business activities to our license that I wanted to add. And in addition to that, their prices are going up every year, which means the amount of money I had forecasted for renewals is actually not enough.
This is such a key thing when you're opening your company, because actually closing a company in a free zone also costs money. So it's not like you can just leave and open it elsewhere. You're gonna have to pay money to close it, and you're gonna have to pay money again to open it somewhere else.
So choosing the right free zone from the get-go is super important, and I recommend you to do your research before you actually do it.
The problem with this is that a lot of consultants in Dubai don't even tell you what free zone you're going to be opening your company with. They have preset packages that they've agreed with certain free zones, and they come to you and they tell you, yeah, it's gonna cost you $15,000 to open it, and we're gonna give you everything that you need, your licenses, your paperwork, all of it. And you don't even know that there's plenty of other free zone options that maybe could be even more beneficial to your business.
And side note on that, after going through all the struggles that we did incorporating here in the UAE, we actually decided to create a company to help other entrepreneurs and other business owners like you incorporate here in the smoothest way possible.
We created a business model that gives you transparency and is free zone agnostic. That means that when you come to us, we find the best free zone for your business needs, and we charge you a flat fee for our work.
So if you need support, just reach out to us, link in the description, matusa.com. We can jump on a call and start supporting you opening a business in the UAE.
Mistake number 2, no budgeting for hidden costs. Another mistake we made was underestimating how much it was gonna cost to run the company.
There are so many things you need to take into account. It's not just getting your business license up front. There's the renewal price. There's the cost of employee insurance. Yes, because that's compulsory. There's the cost of corporate tax registration and accounting costs in general. And there's even visas and Emirates IDs to pay for. So it's not just about saying, oh, it's gonna cost me $7,000 to incorporate. No, it's going to be $7,000 at least a year, plus all the other costs that stack up.
When you work with us, we make sure to give you a very detailed breakdown, not only of what you have to pay up front, but also of what the renewal costs are. And also we give you estimations for additional things that you have to pay for as a business.
Our third mistake was not informing ourselves about VAT and corporate tax. I had no idea that from the moment you get a business license, there is a set period in which you have to register for corporate tax, even if you're not making any revenue. So always make sure to be aware of what these deadlines are and what the thresholds are for both VAT and corporate tax for you to do your registration and your filings as well.
There's a lot of myths around the percentage of tax that you have to pay both as a business and as an individual, and it's really important to learn those upfront so that you can plan your financials based on your forecasted revenue and expenses. So we made that a whole other video where we explain all of the myths and the actual percentages that you have to pay as a business and as personal income tax, so go check it out if you want to learn more.
Mistake number 4, assuming a business license was all I needed. The reality is that from the moment you get your business license, there's other documents you're gonna need, and guess what? Opening a bank account is a whole different thing. You're gonna need your business license, your establishment card, your employment contract with a stamp, with your visa, your Emirates ID, your this, your that, your address, your phone. There's so many other documents that you need to collect and have it ready at all times in order to open a bank account, but to get other things as well. And knowing this would have saved me so much time and honestly stress levels.
Mistake number 5, getting advice from the wrong people. Now, the truth is that a lot of incorporation agents have partnerships with free zones. So when you go to them, they tell you this is the best free zone for you. And that might not necessarily be the case. It's just that they're getting a fat check when you incorporate your business in that free zone.
And this is actually one of the main reasons why we decided to start matusa.com and to start helping businesses incorporate in the UAE, because we didn't have that level of support, or we didn't feel like we have that level of support when we did it ourselves. And so we're all about transparency, making sure that you know the different free zones that could apply to your business, and the costs associated with incorporating each one of them.
As an example, when we were looking to open our company, we had someone quote us $20,000 to open our business. And for a long time, we thought that's just how much it costs. But actually, when we started to look into the actual costs and the breakdowns, we realized that we could open our company for about $7,000, $8,000, and the agent was keeping everything else.
We've also helped people in the past where they have been previously scammed by other agents, and one of the things in which you can spot this is if the agent asks you to make them a transfer of the full amount, the $15,000 or the $10,000. They may disappear, you may never hear from them again. But with us, what we do is we set up a payment link between yourself and the free zone directly so that you know that your money is not being stolen away, it's actually going towards your incorporation documents.
The way that we work is we charge a flat fee for our work, for our services that starts at $1,200. So you know that you're paying for our work, and then separately you're paying for all the other government and free zone fees directly to them.
Now let's go into how to incorporate your company correctly in the UAE. The very first thing that you need to think about is where should your company be incorporated? Is it in a free zone or is it in mainland? And if you don't know the difference between these two, free zone is a designated economical area in which you can perform your business activities and also be incorporated and have your headquarters at. There are over 40 free zones in the whole of the UAE, and this especially applies for online businesses. However, if you want to open a retail or a physical location like a restaurant, like a hairdresser, a nail salon, you will most likely have to incorporate in mainland because it will require you, as I said, a physical retail location.
Mainland is when you incorporate your business directly under the Dubai Economic Department, and they are the ones that are making sure that you're abiding by all the local regulations. For example, if you are operating a salon, there's certain health regulations that you have to fall under.
Generally, opening a mainland business is a little bit more expensive, and 90 to 95% of businesses that we work with normally go in the direction of free zone. But there are these two options. Let's say you're like most business owners and you go for free zone. There are then a multitude of choices you can make because there are so many different ones.
There are certain free zones that specialize in a type of business, and this could be super beneficial to you. For example, there is a financial free zone where all of the financial institutions and businesses are incorporated. This would be great for you because it means that the laws that your business fall under are beneficial for financial companies. It means that you can network with other people in your industry and so on.
In the same way as Alba mentioned financial free zone, there's one for science, there's one for arts, there's one for pretty much everything. You get the gist. But it's important to choose the right one from the get-go because that will define your scope of activities, but also the price that you'll be paying.
The second thing that you have to make sure you do is inform yourself upfront before you open your business on what are going to be the recurring costs for keeping the business open. A lot of the times people come to Dubai with a business that is not even generating revenue yet. So it's really important to know how much your license is going to cost when you renew and what are the other things that you have to pay for on a yearly or bi-yearly basis.
I also recommend you that you run some sort of forecast to understand what your additional expenses from a tax perspective are going to be. Corporate tax is at 9% generally for most businesses at above $100,000 of profit a year. So you need to forecast for that. The other thing is VAT, which is generally 5% for most businesses. You also need to account for how that's going to impact not only your pricing, but also your revenue and reporting by the end of the year.
Another thing we recommend that you do is that you ask around other business owners in the UAE, perhaps even in the same industry, what services they are using. What are they using for healthcare? Who are they using for accounting? These are all things that you're gonna have to pay for, and getting a referral is honestly the best way to find the best service providers.
And if you're not quite sure where to find these service providers, you can always reach out to us. We have a big network of accountants, health insurance providers and more who we can refer you to.
And last but not least, be very careful what agents you use to open up your company, because as we've already explained in the video, there's a lot of people trying to take advantage of this opportunity. So make sure you choose the right people like us.
I agree.
All jokes aside, we not just want to make money, we want to make sure that you're incorporating your business correctly in a transparent way and in a way that is going to be beneficial to you, not just beneficial for us. So as always, you can reach out to us in the link of our description, and if you want to learn more about what is the step-by-step process to open your business, you can check out the video right here.
Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to give this video a like, a subscribe, and we will see you
in our next video.